Hey, Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. I got Trent Miller here. We're here at Morningside University. Thank you so much for inviting us in.
Thanks for coming, Billy.
You got all kinds of stuff going on. Lords is down in the gym right now practicing, so we didn't go out there. But we're going to start. I want to start with your season. You started out really strong. You've had some really big wins. And then you, like a lot of teams, they got that mid-season where you lost some games you probably really regret losing, and then you finished up pretty strong, and now you're hosting. Just talk about your season just a little bit. The Mustangs.
Yeah, and just like you said, we won some games early. We kind of got rolling, and we dropped a few. Middle of the year, and probably wish we could get back. The reality is that conference is tough, and anytime you're playing on the road, those atmospheres, those games are extremely hard to win, and you got to get the ones at home. And we dropped a couple at home. We had some leads, and we lost them late. But ultimately, I just think throughout the course from start to finish, the quality of basketball that we've been playing, I think we've continued to grow.
Yeah.
So, that's part of this. You play a tough schedule for a reason. You want to be prepped to go into a national tournament and play against some of the best in the country. So I think that regular season helped, hopefully test us and get us ready for where we're at right now.
Well, let's talk about the GPAC a little bit.
Absolutely.
I said in November, anybody who watches me knows I said in November, don't worry about this 1 or 2 game separation because they're all going to be tied at the end of the season. And I think there was 3 teams tied for first, and you were a game out when when it all ended. But it wasn't, it wasn't teams going on the road and these were teams going into places and winning. You go to Dakota Wesleyan, they're down a little bit, bam, they get you. Jamestown was knocking off people. I mean, everybody. Doane got some. Everybody in the conference,
yeah.
And then Hastings came out of nowhere this year, and with Reggie Thomas.
Yep, Reggie Thomas, our conference player of the year.
Yeah, had a heck of a year. So you had Hastings, Concordia, who's always there with Noah Shutt and Tristan Smith, and I'm going to start leaving them out, but it was
Northwestern, Van Callsby, Craig Sturck, Carlson, all those guys.
Well, look at you, you're doing a good job for them.
I'm very biased. We talked about it before. I love the GPAC. I think it's quality basketball night in, night out. So tough from top to bottom, and I think that's what you saw this year. Nobody could really extend a lead. I think anybody got that 3 games ahead. That was cut down within the next week. So I think between those teams that finished up top, Northwestern, Hastings, Concordia. They had a phenomenal season. Again, all those teams have high level players. You mentioned Reggie Thomas. Coach Raridan has done a wonderful job.
He does a great job.
Absolutely. They've got a number of upperclassmen around Reggie that play extremely well, play extremely hard. Coach Corver over at Northwestern, again, has the horse in Van Callsbeek and Craig Sturck at 6'7", 6'8" inside with a number of guys around him that can really make shots. And then Coach Lindback over at Concordia, having Noah Shutt and Tristan Smith, again, both All-American type players that can beat you on any given night. So tough at times when you're going through that league. There's not a night off. But again, I think that's something where we talk about as conference coaches. Yeah, we beat up on each other a little bit in season, absolutely. Hopefully that prepares us for a postseason run.
And then you didn't say, but you can't leave out the Morningside Mustangs, Eli Doble and Joey Scoff.
Those guys.
Every night I do the stats, or every Joey Scoff and Eli Doble right there, Tristan Smith and Alex Van Callsbeek, Reggie Tom. It's every night. There are some big time scorers in the GPAC.
Absolutely. It's a really fun league. I think it's a scorers league. You look at some of those scores across the way, and you're getting 90s, you're getting triple digits, and anybody can beat you on any given night. So really fun basketball, very competitive basketball. I think it speaks to where the teams finished in the league. Again, a 3-way tie for first, us a game back, Dort a game back behind us there. And again, Coach Van Haften and Dort, they've got an incredible program as well.
And staying with the GPAC just for a second, some of the best venues in the country.
We're very biased.
You go into Dort. Everybody knows it's one of the toughest places in the country to win.
Spot.
You go into Dakota Wesleyan, the Corn Palace, right?
Only
you
one
come
on
here,
Earth.
You're at the Stable, right? Or even the Newman Center, or you go to Seward. All these places are tough places to win.
I just think we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate. We're in a place where our communities really support the universities and the basketball programs, and there's a great following. It's a basketball area. When it's winter, everybody's inside. They're talking about hoops, and we have an opportunity to play in front of some really good crowds. And some of those venues are second to none. You gotta love the Corn Palace. You gotta love going over to Flanagan, to being in the stable, to heading to Orange City and being in DeWitt and Sioux Center, and again down to Seward and for the Concordia. All fun places to play. Yeah. People show up. It's loud. It's hot. It's competitive. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, see, you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to mention Orange because that's where I'm heading next, right?
Yeah.
But that's another historic, tough place to play.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about this pod a little bit. You and I were talking about it outside before. I mean, you got Chris Briggs bringing Georgetown in. You got Lords, Jackie Harris and Joey Hollifield. And you got Olivet Nazarene, Tyler Schmidt. Nick Berkey does a great job, and then yourselves. This is really a competitive 14 pod here.
When it was released, I just thought that, man, what a cool pod in regards to different traditions, different types of programs coming in. Georgetown, they got 3 national titles in the last 15 years or so. I mean, that place is known everywhere. Coach Berkey at Olivet, man, they do such a nice job. I have so much respect for those guys. And looking at what Coach Hobson has been doing, recently at Lords, man, they play really good basketball. And so when we saw that release, we just thought, I'm excited selfishly as a fan to, I want to see that Olivet Georgetown game before us. I can't wait to watch that. And I'm telling everybody in the area, they need to get their butts here on Friday and see some high-level basketball because each one of those teams have guys that are as elite as they come in the country.
Yeah, I think that you and I talked about it just before we started, but you guys have Eli Doble, arguably one of the best players in the country, elite scorer. Georgetown brings in Kyran Jones. Anybody who watches me know I call him the biggest 6'5" guy in the country. And Lords, Jackie Harris, Joey Hollifield, as I said. And all of that has Tyler Schmidt. If you're anywhere around Sioux City and you're not getting out to watching these games, you're not a basketball fan. This is going to be amazing basketball, isn't it?
I think it's going to be awesome. I just do. And this is what's so exciting about the tournament and being so fortunate and blessed to be able to host a regional like this is you get to bring some of the best in the country to your home floor. And again, I'm very excited for the people around Sioux City and in the Siouxland community. You got an opportunity, again, to see some high-level basketball for some programs that maybe you aren't familiar with. Yeah. But again, once you see them once, you'll be very familiar with, and I hope that you'll be following.
So what does it mean for the school, your program, for the community, for you to be able to host this?
We feel extremely blessed. We are so excited to bring these teams in, and we want to do it well. We take a lot of pride in our athletics and our institution, and that stems from our president, through our administration, down to the professors and our staffs. So anytime we have an opportunity to kind of show the rest of the country, what we're about, and we can show some hospitality to them, we look at that as a really cool opportunity. And again, we're just very excited and humbled to be able to do it.
So as we're doing this interview, it's late on Thursday afternoon. Yep. Are you pre-selling tickets? You selling them at the door? How are you doing it?
Yep. So everything's going to be online. So you go to msidemustangs.com. You'll be able to find the link there, and everything will be done online. And you'll be able to bring those tickets into the gate, via email or even on your phone with the app. So they're taking care of that. Luckily, I don't have to do any of those ticket sales and keep track of that. But I know some tickets are being purchased. I know it's going to be hopefully a very loud and pretty awesome environment.
But it's mside.
Yep, mside Mustangs. Yep.
.com.
Yep.
And all the tickets are online.
I believe so.
So don't wait to get here. Get online, get your tickets. Are they reserved, or is it like festival seating? Or
we have some reserved seat backs for some of our VIP sections. For our games particularly. But no, other than that, it's going to be general admission. You can sit wherever you want. You find a good spot in the gym. It's yours for the 2 sessions. And again, you kind of get 2 for the price of 1. Come check out Olivet and Georgetown at 4:00, and we tip at 6. Again, it should be a really fun time.
So on Friday, you're 4:00 and 6.
4 and 6 on Friday night.
Okay, don't forget that, because I think up in Orange City they're 5:30 and 6:30.
A little later, yeah.
A little later.
That's right.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can get back up there. No,
we're close enough. We're close, right? You can, if you want to swing it. No, but and again, it'll be live streamed online. So. Our live stream.
Tell people how to find the live stream.
Yep, live stream is going to be on our athletics website. And it should still be on if you're supporting Georgetown or Olivet or Lords. If you go to your website and they go to the game of the night with us or their game at 4, our link should be there. to get you to that live stream. And again, just to give as many people as an opportunity to watch these games as possible.
And a lot of times, like if it's Georgetown or all of that, a lot of times they'll put that on their schedule too, a link to the watch. Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll hopefully find a link there. But our SID has done a nice job getting everything out there. And like I said, live stream and online tickets. If you come to the door, we're not turning you away. We'll definitely figure it out. But I do think they want us to push the online sales.
Trent, I'm really excited to be here. First time I've been to this first GPAC school I've been to. I covered the GPAC for 5 years.
Let's go. That's good.
Finally got here. I'm heading up to Northwestern as soon as we leave here. But thank you so much for letting us come in and walk around and see your place.
Absolutely.
Beautiful campus, by the way.
Well, we appreciate it.
Except for it's raining out.
It's raining.
You're a bad host.
I'll take rain over snow. If I'm going to be honest, I think if it was a little colder, we might get snow. We'll take a little bit of rain right now. But seriously, thank you guys for coming down. We really appreciate it. Always welcome to have you down and sit down and visit anytime.
Well, you need to win a couple games, get down to Kansas City, and I'll see you down there.
We got to play some good basketball. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Thanks a lot. That's Trent Miller, Morningside Mustangs. Thank you.
Thank you.